Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, ton of more news. Okay, this morning we got the two new Sky Striker cards revealed. That's a whole other topic. Really cool to see if you are a Sky Striker fan, of course. But other than that, they're pretty good for Sky Striker. I'll just say that. Go check out that video if you're curious on them. Aside from that, they had a whole live stream in the OCG this morning, and they revealed a bunch of interesting information. It's a ton of crazy stuff. I would say no, but there's like a handful of really interesting things here. So let's run through what's more important, or we'll start with the lesser important stuff, to me at least, and then we'll get to the more important stuff. We start with Master Duel. I don't play Master Duel, so this doesn't matter to me as much, but I'm sure a lot of people do still care about it, of course. It's a really small ban list, though, right? Beatrice hits the ban list, fully forbidden. Block Dragon, limited. Sengen Kaiman, limited. I think Block Dragon's coming off the list, and Sengen Kaiman is going deeper on the list. So consistency hit to Beatrice is kind of just that preemptive hit to Fiendsmith, just so that they can't foolish any card in the game as an engine. Totally understandable. Block Dragon coming off the list. That's fine. The OCG has it. It seems okay. And I've kind of come around on. I'm actually not that against seeing Block Dragon come back in the TCG as well. And Sengen Kaiman, just gotta do some hits to Tenpai Dragon in a best of one format. A hard going second deck like Tenpai Dragon is brutal. And then Pearl Lily getting fully unlimited. Didn't matter. It can totally come back, no problem. Small ban list, but some nice stuff in there. And they do ban lists like every month, so it's fine. All right, next piece of information. We get confirmation that Sky Striker is going to get, let's see, hold on, I want to get this officially right. Sky Striker will air in April and May. So I believe this is trying to tell us that they're going to get 2 more shorts for Sky Striker for the Chronicles, this new animated series of shorts for different archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! And explaining some of their lore. I think we're going to get another short in April and in May, and that totally makes sense. We just got 2 cards announced. We have a Link 1 promo that's going to get announced in 2 weeks, and that's really cool. They also announced here that from June and onwards, we are going to have Dogmatica, or the Story of White, whatever you want to call it. Like, I thought Blue Eyes when I first heard Story of White, but it's Dogmatica, and that and Ecclesia's kind of lore. So that's really interesting to me as well. Very curious to see if they follow up this with like a similar formula. We're in the middle of Sky Striker's, anime debut. 2 new cards in a core set, new card as a promo. Maybe in 2 months we see 2 Dogmatica cards in the next core set. Maybe another card as a promo, and then maybe they keep doing that with the different series while they're going on and getting their shorts. That'd be cool to see, and it could be information on what other archetypes could be getting support very soon. So keep that in mind. Next up here, we move to the +1 assistant pack cards for Duelist Advance. So there are like bonus packs that give you reprints for the Duelist Advance set for the OCG they're announcing. The funny thing is, it's all reprint cards, except these are reprint cards for certain archetypes that have not yet been revealed for this core set. You have the Utopia stuff. You have the Monarch cards. And almost everything else here is Lunalight cards. I know I already made a video talking about how leaks had kind of come out, and somebody had kind of, rumored or leaked that Lunalights were going to get support in Duelist Advance, and it just hadn't been revealed yet. This almost all but confirms it. This is a reprint set for Duelist Advance, and they haven't announced it yet. That's crazy to me. It seems like something went wrong with Konami with putting this out before the actual new Lunalight cards. But there you go. Next up, 2 more things. These to me are the 2 biggest ones. The first one is Limited Pack GX Osiris Red. So I believe Osiris Red is kind of like Slifer Red, like how in GX they have the different dorms, and there's Slifer Red, Raw Yellow, Obelisk Blue. I think this is kind of supposed to be like Slifer Red, which is cool. And they reveal here that this is a little side set, only has 56 cards total, 10 brand new cards, but that's it. And then they even show a couple of the cards' early designs. First here, we have this new card. What is this called? Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum. This is Um, this is Bastion's Magnet Warrior cards. Very curious on this translation. It's called Conduction Warrior. I don't know if that's going to be the official name or if this is just kind of a loose translation. And when it does get officially translated, it will be a Magnet Warrior. That'd be so sick because if this is here, this makes me feel very confident that they will print the other, I think 2 or 3 monsters. There's 2 or 3 other monsters that Bastion played, and I think even a Speller Trap card as well. So there is definitely some room to work with here with this lineup. I always thought these designs were so sick. I hope these cards come through and they're actually quite decent. Whether they're Magnet Warriors or their own thing, I'm still excited to see. But that's really really cool for me. Next up, you have the Alchemic Beast card. This is the the big pot that cooks all the alchemic beasts, I guess. Um, uh, this is interesting to me. The one interesting thing I see here is that there's 10 brand new cards here. From what I remember, there should be 4 or 5 new Magnet Warrior cards from what Bastion played if they put them all in here. Alchemy Beast, I thought, had 3 or 4 monsters of their own on top of this spell. And then you even have a card down here called Heroes Rule 1, 5 Freedoms. I have no idea what this card is. I like the artwork that it has like the old style dual disc and the Battle City dual disc and the GX dual disc, but I don't know. I don't remember what it does, so I might have to do some research on that. But interesting enough, I would just say 10 cards doesn't even sound like enough to fit the cards that I remember being in the anime from each of these pieces. But maybe it's a start, and maybe something like Animation Chronicle will print the rest or something to kind of bring it all together, all relatively close together. But we'll see. Still cool to see though. Big announcement there. I'm very curious. I'm very excited to see when these cards get announced. They even give a date for this. They apparently did not give a date for this, so we'll keep. Unless the date's on here, but I just can't tell what's going on. I'm seeing the 5, but I don't know what the translation is. Maybe I'm being a fool. Whatever. Let me know if there's a date. And lastly, I think probably the most important thing is this Tactical Tri-Pack. We get the announcement on what the 3 archetypes are and artwork for what appear to be just straight up 3 brand new cards at the very least for each of the 3 archetypes. So look at these artworks. They look sick, don't they? Let's go deeper into it. The official name for the Tactical Tri-Pack is Tactical Tri-Pack Black Magic Hero Mikanko. Yeah, that should basically tell you what we're looking at here. First and foremost, we start with Dark Magician and the new artwork for the new monster, Dark Magician of Destruction. He looks pretty badass. He does give me Dark Magician of Chaos vibes, which I'm almost concerned about. I think the worst thing they can do is try to force Dark Magician into a heavier ritual route. I really hope that's not the route they try to push them in. Uh, I could see Fusion or Link. I do not care. Either of those work for me. Just please no ritual. I like Dark Magician though. If this support is really good, I think it'd be really exciting. We just got Blue Eyes 2 competitively playable. Capitalizing on Dark Magician would be cream of the crop right there. That'd be phenomenal. But yeah, excited to see where we get from this guy. Looks really cool. Next up here, we look at him. Next up here, we take a look at this guy. This is Masked Hero Dusk Crow. This is not just any hero card, but a masked hero specifically. And that is so important because we've gotten evil hero support multiple times. We've gotten elemental support almost every single year. We've gotten, Destiny hero support, Vision hero support. We have gotten all of them except Masked Hero from their initial structure deck like so long ago. So seeing that they're actually making a new wave of support and it's Masked Hero based is so huge because I've always thought Masked Hero was the strongest part of the deck because of how like if the payoffs were decent enough in the extra deck, then just having cards like Mass Change was just quite strong. Just to get you into pretty powerful boss monsters or even just engine pieces. That's the cool thing is most of the masked heroes that already exist are not really engine cards. They're kind of just like boss monsters. You got Dark Claw, you have Acid, who's like wiping back row and stuff. You don't have like engine cards. Imagine if they made a masked hero who's the right attribute and he just like searches you a hero card. You know what I mean? And like gets you into more engine, then you really start cooking there. So I'm very excited to see where they go with this. This is Dusk Crow. I don't really know what to take from that, but like, sure, he looks cool enough. I'm in. I'm excited to see where they go with that. And lastly, we finished with Mikanko as the final archetype here, looking at their new artwork. Uh, from these two. This card apparently is called Uzahime, the manifested Mikanko. No idea what's coming from this. They're ritual based too, but they don't tend to actually ritual summon all that often. They're ritual summon / equip spell based. They have some good cards. I still think some of their cards hold up. They just need a push. Hopefully, this is the push that gets them there. To be honest, if you made me pick which one I'm most excited about, I'd actually probably pick Mikanko out of the three. These are very anime based, and I don't have a ton of anime decks that I'm crazy about. Cyber Dragon is one of the few, but I'd still be curious, and I'd still say there's a world where, depending on the type of support either of these archetypes got, I could see myself still being down to clown, mess around with them. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Ton of big news today. Let me know your thoughts down below. I know there's a ton of stuff going on here. Talk about whatever you want in the comment section down below. I'll be keeping an eye down there, responding to some stuff as I see fit. But I'm excited, man. This is a cool lineup. This is a very hype lineup for a lot of people. Even if for me personally, I'm not a huge Dark Magician guy. I'm not usually a huge hero guy. Mikanko's interesting, but again, not necessarily my cup of tea. But I'm still excited to see this, and I know a lot of players will be very excited. So, yeah, let's get hyped. Let me know your thoughts down below on everything here and what you want to see from a lot of this news. But I'm out of here today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel for all things Yu-Gi-Oh! News going forward. I'm bringing you everything as it comes to me as soon as I can. But thank you so much for following the channel. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.